My name is Cookie. Welcome to the Free Up. The show is about beautiful black women coming together to discuss social issues, relationship, and sexuality. Today, I've invited some friends over. I have Nadia, Millie, and Lady Alma. Welcome to the show, ladies. Woo! Hey, ladies, it's so good to see you today. We haven't sat down in a while, and today I just wanted us to touch base, see what's going on. How has your dating lives been since you moved, you know, from all over the continent of Africa to the States? I mean, it's been chaotic for me, but anyway.
It's been okay, I would say.
What is okay? I mean, be specific. What about you, Lady Alma, while she's thinking about what okay is?
I mean, for me, I was born here, I was raised here, so dating for me, I started mostly dating African American men because that's what I knew, that's what I was used to, that's the people that I hung around. It was ghetto. It was ghetto.
Are you calling it ghetto because of the choices that you made, the men that you choose, or
both that and just the cultural differences between what I'm used to in my home, in an African-centered home, and with the African American man, it's very different. Now that I've gotten older, you know, I'm 25 now, I date more towards, you know, my dad, my brothers, you know, the people that I see around me, more African men. But the African American men, ghetto.
So now you're switching over more to African men versus African American men.
Yes, I am.
And it's because of where your background is from.
Yes, it is.
I'd say it's more secure. I'd say it's more secure. In the reason of
why are you cringing?
Somebody disagrees.
So different pages here.
Okay.
You might have a reason why you say that.
Dating somebody that is Ghanaian here and in Ghana is the same thing. Well, in any country it's the same. It's probably close. So if you date someone Ghanaian here or an African here, you're close to the person. So at least you get to see him. Now when it's over there.
I have a question. What about the big taboo in the African home? So what's the sex like?
Ooh.
Any difference back home here?
Oh,
big difference.
Very. Back home, you can't even talk about sex. You can talk to your parents about sex. If anything is going on in your relationship, you just have to, you know, stick with it or talk to your friends. See, that's the thing. Most of your friends don't know much. So that's where our parents are supposed to come in, but they don't. Since I've never seen my parents even show affection to each other.
Mine either.
All I know is probably they do some in their room. That's how I got my siblings. Yeah, I mean, that's how I got my siblings. But I've never seen my parents show affection. Right. The only affection I know is my dad having his big bowl of fufu and taking meat out of his food and giving it to my mom. But that's
love.
That's
love.
That's the whole love there.
Yeah.
I never seen my parents show affection. So you don't have much to expect when you're dating back home because you haven't seen anything good from your parents. So whatever is dished out to you, you take it.
They feel like it's more like it's disrespectful to them when you're talking about it. Like the other day, my mom saw me watching porn, and she was like, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm looking at her like, "It's porn."
It's regular. It's normal.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
So
I remember,
for you, if it's not a big deal, if you were living in Africa, would you watch porn?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Gotta get it off.
Room,
You might not tell people. I mean, even here, people are gonna be shy about it, but it's a little more open between friends, between closer age groups, but you're still shy about it. Like I wouldn't tell my mom, yeah, I watch porn, but I'm here with you guys. I watch porn. Let's be real.
Cheers
I
to
remember, I remember when I got my period. My mom, mind you, never talked to me about sex. At this point, I'm like, what, 15? I had already had sex. But of course, my parents didn't know. You know, living in America, you tend to learn things earlier and move through life a little quicker, whether, you know, regardless of your background, whether you're from Africa or from wherever you're from, you tend to move a little quicker. So I had already had sex by the time I was 15. I got my period. My mother had never talked to me about boys, never talked to me about sex. She made me food. She made me eto and egg. Eto is, eto is pounded plantain. For those who don't know, Eto is pounded plantain with like pepper and egg and avocado. She made it for me with egg. And then the only thing she said to me was, you know, if you sleep with a boy, you'll get pregnant. That was it. I never had another talk again.
And that was it.
That was
At
it.
least they told you get pregnant.
At 15, I could.
My parents said, now that you have seen your period, don't touch your mouth.
And see,
Interesting
when you have your period, you see men in a different light.
I mean, they look
You just
young.
be looking at them and they're yummy, and you want to just grab them.
These ladies are something else. Well, it's my story is kind of interesting. So, I think I was 21 or about to turn 21. Went to Ghana to visit, and typical me when I get home, take my clothes off, walking around, and my mom said she noticed that I still had my jeans on. So out of nowhere, she goes, "You fool! How did the fruit taste when you went in the garden?" I said, "I didn't hear you, Mom." She was like, "Yeah, how was it? Did it hurt?" So right there, she found out. But fortunately for me, I grew up in an African home, Ghanaian home, where talking about sex was it was an open conversation. So didn't have that problem. Never had to go to friends like some people do. And I remember I briefly dated a guy from Africa, Ghana to be precise. And then we'd had sex, and then he, next day I get a text from him. "Oh, so it's not the same." And I said, "What are you talking about? What do you mean it's not the same?" He said, "Your vagina tastes different." And I was like, "Okay, you need to, is that a good thing or a bad thing?" And then he said, "You know, guys, when we sit and talk, we think it's all the same." And I was like, I think that's something from back home where you guys think, and you know, you're kind of stuck in, you know, all women are the same or something like that. But I was like, so guys sit and talk about that. So, well, you know,
they talk more than us. They talk more than us.
But don't you girls also talk about?
But they don't know that we talk to.
They do know we talk.
But they don't know that we go. They don't know we be accessing everything when we're done.
Everything like what?
Every dick that you got.
I mean, me personally, I don't talk about that stuff. Not
Why
that I don't know. Okay, the guys that I tend to talk to and date, I actually care about. So I don't talk about. If it was somebody like I didn't care about, oh yeah, it was cool. Yeah,
so the first one was nothing.
Okay. Yeah, but I normally don't.
No. So what if you with your girlfriends and maybe
it came up as a
it
topic.
came up. Won't you just?
Yeah, I'll be in a corner like this.
I won't say nothing.
I'll be in a
No,
corner.
we're not talking about that. No,
yeah,
I'm not
I'll be in
going
a
there.
corner like.
We're not going there.
Y'all have never heard this thing. No, y'all haven't heard this thing where, okay, if you go and tell, maybe it's an African thing too, where if you go and tell a woman how good a man is, then she's gonna want to also try. Y'all haven't heard that?
I don't claim any man. So if I talk to my friend and tell her, this is the guy I'm with, then it means he is out of bounds for anybody that knows me.
You would think that, but somebody's thinking, yo, she talking about it. It was good. I gotta try
I think
it.
men do that. I think that men do
do
that.
too, but females
Men
do
do that
it.
a lot.
Men will do that, but I wish a woman would.
Look, females are bad.
Because we had a conversation. I wish you would.
No.
Lord.
If a girl I know does that, I feel like if a man
I would
likes
fight
you,
Never.
he wouldn't go for her. So
Right.
if I talk to you, no, I'm serious. If I talk to you
it's a truth.
about my man, no,
Nah.
I'm serious. If I talk to you about my man and you think because I talked to you about him, so you have to have him, well, you go ahead.
But I think amongst our
I'm
African
down. You
men,
go ahead.
amongst
Nah,
our
but
men, they have the tendency to do that. I don't know if
Yeah.
you guys agree or not.
Yeah,
They'll talk
100%
about a
agree.
woman and then they're like, you know, a man last night, me and this person, it was
heard
so
Oh, can I
good.
try? Can I try? How do you feel? Oh,
And then
the guy,
you
and
know
because-
he's hitting her up.
yeah.
When I was younger, I used to be like tomboyish. I used to hang with the boys a lot, and they talk. Every
lot.
girl did, and when we went, this is when I was in high school in the boarding house, and so I'll be sitting with them at the roadside, and every girl that goes, oh yeah, this one I got, she wasn't good. That one was good.
So, so I have a question
Terrible.
for you. Based on saying that, do you think the Ghanaian men, or you know, when the men move here, is it worse here or is it worse back home? Since you experienced it back home with the men yapping, do they do the same here?
Too, but I don't think it's the African talking about. I think it's the African American men.
No,
That's what
the
I'm
African men here. Okay,
They will talk, but I see it more with the African American men.
really?
Yeah.
I feel like African American men, it happens when they're younger. As soon as they get out of high school, you know, maybe 1 or 2 years of college, they're
I
good.
agree.
African men, it don't matter how old they are. Lord Jesus
High
Christ.
five to
I'm
that. I
telling
agree.
you,
I
it don't
agree.
matter
Yes.
how old they are.
I
African
agree.
men do it too.
I feel like they
But
get
they
bored.
stop to an
Yes.
extent. They
get
realize,
bored,
okay,
yeah.
this is
Okay.
not cool. African men,
I see the ratchet ones.
the ghetto ones.
Ghetto ones.
Nah.
So you doing it.